it's great to be back. I know you haven't seen me in ages, and it's been a while, and I really appreciate everyone who is patient, waiting for me to start videos again. I apologize for the video quality. Okay, so as you know, or some of you may know, my laptop before was just totally screwed up. I was gifted this laptop by my lovely parents, and none of my old equipment works with it because it's old. Lovely, right? So I will be buying new equipment as soon as I'm able. But yeah, it's great to be back, y'all. I'm so happy to be here. Let's see. Today, I really just wanted to go over, and I'm looking at my notes because y'all know how I am. I ramble and get off topic. But I really just wanted to go over what I want my YouTube channel to cover this year. And I'm also going to go over crystals for anxiety because that was suggested by one of my followers on my page. So, and as much as I probably should do a Valentine's Day thing, since this is going to be posted on Valentine's Day, I'm not going to do that because I feel like there's going to be a ton of information out there. And I'm sorry about that. Stop that. My cats are shaking the table, so if this is shaky, I apologize. But I feel like there's a lot of people going to be putting out information in the magical community and the witch community about love spells and all the things you can do on Valentine's Day. So I'm going to just kind of break from the norm and do my own thing because, that's just me. Anyway, so some of you may or may not know, we have moved. I used to live in the country. I'm now living in the city, in the middle of the city pretty much, on the main street. In fact, literally, I'm living on Main Street. So there's probably going to be some background noise, and I apologize, but it's a different experience, y'all. It really is. It's wonderful. I'm glad to be here. But I haven't been a witch in the city in decades. So that is what I'm going to kind of focus on my YouTube channel, is talking about urban witchcraft. I feel like it's one of those things, and I know there are a lot of resources out there, but in my experience, I'm going to say, mostly things focus on having access to large plots of land or land in general, being a country witch and having all that you can access in the country, and not everybody has that. And so that's what I'm going to be focusing on, is urban witchcraft. So that'll be fun. It's going to be a journey for me as well because like I said, it's been ages. And it's kind of, disorienting a little bit. However, we all, sorry about that. We'll skip it. Of course, everything wants to update right now, as per usual. Some things never change. But, it's just something we all can adjust to. Our path is always changing, moving, flowing, and this will be a lot of fun. I really think. So, that being said, let's talk about crystals for anxiety. And y'all, I have anxiety all the time. You can probably tell because I can never sit still. I move around a lot. It's just my state of being pretty much all the time. So let's talk about crystals for anxiety. And before we get into that, I just want to talk about dealing with anxiety in general. So, for me, crystals do help for sure, but I also make sure I employ more than one thing. It's not just crystals, it's also crystals and meditating, because when you're anxious, your brain, it feels like you're in danger, right? That's what anxiety is all about. In fact, Netflix Mind Explained did a great episode that discusses anxiety and things like that. If you have Netflix, you should definitely check it out. But basically the gist of it was, your brain thinks that you are in danger or being pursued, and so it sends off all these signals, and makes you feel anxious, like you need to get out of there, like you need to be somewhere else. So, and that's anxiety. You know, it can happen for a multitude of reasons, and you never know what your triggers are going to be a lot of times until you really start working with it, pay attention to your surroundings and what kind of sets you off. So, and some of us just kind of stay in a high energy state, you know, and of course there's a lot of things that you can do to stay calm, avoid a lot of caffeine. I cannot drink like Death Wish coffee. No, I will have a panic attack. Like, it will set me off. So things like that, you know, going to Walmart, I think makes everybody anxious. I've never seen anybody there that wasn't just like, oh my God, get me out of here. So, you know, crowds, things like that can make you anxious. So one of the things that I really enjoyed about the book Psychic Witch by Matt Auryn, I hope that's how you pronounce your last name, Matt. I'm sorry if I'm fucking it up. Y'all know I'm bad with names. So one of the things I loved in his book is he talks about controlling how much psychic energy you take in, you know, from your surroundings. And he talks about using a dimmer, like a light switch dimmer, and envisioning that in your mind. And when you feel overwhelmed by the energies around you, just visualize that dimmer and visualize it turning down, and not completely cutting yourself off from the energy and the environment around you, but lessening it, you know. And that's all I'm going to say about that. You should really buy the book. And of course, the book's on my nightstand and not with me. I managed to remember to get the crystals though. So, but yeah, Psychic Witch by Matt Auryn is great. I will try to put a link, if I remember, in the description box below to where you can look at that and possibly purchase it. I have not gotten very far. It's one of those books that's very interactive. There's a lot of exercises, and I'm really paying attention to and doing those exercises. So, yeah, it takes a while to get through, but I love it so far. It's been wonderful. So, to me, that's something that I feel is important, to meditate, calm myself, try to make sure that I actively avoid places that are going to set off my anxiety if I'm feeling very anxious. You know, every day is different. Some days I don't feel anxious at all, and some days it's just really up there. So, let's talk about crystals. One of my favorites, and I'm wearing a lot of my favorites today actually, hematite. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but if you can't see it, that's fine. Y'all can, if you don't know what it looks like, just look it up on Google. It is very shiny, metallic, magnetic stone, and to me that really helps ground, kind of pulls me together, keeps me centered, and that helps with anxiety. Tiger's Eye is great for balance, and to me, when my anxiety is really bad, it's usually because my balance is off. Something is more present than something else. So Tiger's Eye really helps me to, you know, calm down, find my balance. Garnet, and this is going to be a hard one to see, it looks like a black stone, I swear it's red though. Garnet also helps. To me, it connects to my root chakra and keeps me grounded, kind of pulls me back down to earth. I visualize my anxiety like an overabundance of air, you know, and so garnet really helps bring me back down to earth. Rose quartz crystals, yeah, y'all, my cats are just acting out today, I'm sorry. Rose quartz, you know, it taps into that heart chakra. It can be very soothing, very calming, and that can also, and I have this necklace right here, so that can really help bring me kind of back down to a more level, energetic vibration, and especially when I wear it close to me. I kept it out because I wanted to, show you it. But I usually have my necklace like right up against my skin. It just seems to be very soothing. It puts off a very soothing vibe. So citrine, and see that little citrine tip right there? It's so cute. And there's another. But citrine is very happy. It's a very happy stone. It has a lot of really nice sunny vibes, and sometimes that can really help. Now it just depends with me. It depends on the anxiety that I'm experiencing, and sometimes I don't want to be happy. Like, I know it's a horrible thing to say, but it's the truth. Sometimes like that does not help my anxiety at all. But it does sometimes as well. So sometimes, especially if it's during the winter, I feel like I really need that sunny, bright energy. So citrine can help me a lot then. And amethyst is another one. And amethyst, y'all, sometimes it's super helpful. Like, I know that if you have a book on crystals, and I'm just gonna reach back here. So the Encyclopedia of Crystals by Judy Hall. She's got some really good information. And it will say in there that it helps with anxiety. It can, for sure. Sometimes though, because I feel like it really taps into my third eye, sometimes it can be overwhelming because I feel like it really enhances my psychic connection to my environment. So that's where that dimmer meditation comes in super handy, because otherwise, no sticks, you cannot have my crystals. So now I have to put them in my hand or my cat's gonna take them. Oh, well, nope, dang it. He's going to knock that around now. Oh well. Anyway, there he goes. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. That dimmer meditation really comes in handy because I can feel overwhelmed by being so tapped into what Matt Auryn likes to call your witch's eye. It can be overwhelming sometimes. So, but now that I know about this awesome meditation, it helps more than it hurts. So, and moonstone, even though that is not really one of the things people, the attributes people associate with moonstone, the moon calms me. And I feel like moonstone really channels that energy. And I can go outside and sit and look at the moon, and I will be so at peace, so at ease. I mean, I think a lot of witches feel that way, but I definitely found that to be true for me. So moonstone, would you stop that? Moonstone, it helps me a lot. So I hope that these suggestions are helpful to you. And look, if you do not have the money to go out and spend on crystals, you really don't have to. If you are out walking and you see this amazing rock and you feel like that rock is supposed to be yours, like it is calling your name, it doesn't have any kind of special anything, it's just a rock. Quit. But it's just a rock, right? So, but that doesn't matter. Like, grab that rock, hold it to you, feel it with calming energy, channel that energy into that rock, and it will help you. You do not have to buy fancy crystals. You don't have to buy, anything that you don't have the money for or can't afford or don't feel like it's something for you. A lot of people have problems with the way crystals are mined. The majority of my crystals come from a local place, so I know exactly how they are collected. The Murfreesboro Diamond Mine is the only public diamond mine in the world. I'm sure y'all heard me talk about it, but it's only 30 minutes from my hometown. It's like a couple of hours. 2.5 hours, 3 hours, something like that from here. And rock hounds are plentiful in that area, and they collect their rocks themselves and sell it. And so I've never had a real problem with where these crystals come from, because I know exactly where they come from. Not all of my crystals have been acquired that way, especially when it comes to jewelry, but most of them have been. So yeah, if you don't like that, and I understand, like, I don't like it either. I don't like the idea of slave labor and people being, you know, mistreated over, you know, something that is super popular right now. So you don't have to use crystals. Find rocks that you feel are special, that are calling to you. Channel energy into those rocks, and, you know, have them suit your need. Have that energy suit your needs. So don't feel like that you have to have a lot of money or spend a lot of money to benefit from stones and rocks and witchcraft. You don't. So guys, that's it. And ooh, I feel like this has been kind of a long video. Thank you for watching. And like I said, I'm so sorry about the quality, the shaking, the animals. Like, hopefully we'll figure out some kind of system. Maybe, I don't know, you can't get cats to do anything, so we might not. But thank you so much. I will put a link for like Matt Auryn's book, Psychic Witch, Judy Hall's book, The Encyclopedia of Crystals, if y'all are interested in those books. Definitely subscribe if you haven't. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I will put all those links down below. Pinterest, I have one of those too. We're all about the social media, right? Also, if you are looking for more witches to follow and you don't really know too many witches on YouTube or social media, the Deviant Witch, Michael Blackthorn, good friend of mine, he's awesome. Let's see, The Well and Spindle, great page to follow. She also has Heathen Homesteader and another one. I can't remember what it's called. I'm so sorry. Mugwort and Rose, I think that's it. So her stuff's awesome. She's a heathen and she does a lot of fiber art stuff. She does a lot of kitchen witchery, and it is just awesome. Some of those recipes are just, oh my gosh, you just want to pull them right off the page. Let's see, who else? Of course, Matt Auryn, he's awesome. I know he's on Twitter and Facebook, and he's probably on Instagram too. Devin Hunter is really good. The Modern Witch is his page, as well as, you know, he has his own personal page on Instagram and Twitter. So yeah, those are some great places to start. The Fat Feminist Witch, she's really awesome, especially if you are into feminism, which everyone should be. It benefits everyone. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks again for watching. Expect more videos. I'm going to try to do these videos every Friday if possible. Hopefully, if not possible, I'll either upload them the day before or the day after. So thanks, and you'll have a fabulous day, a wonderful Valentine's Day, and stay in your magic, babes.